Shalini P. Savkar. I'm an author from Bangalore. I have written 3 books, namely The Murder of Jay Shekhar, When I Find You, and Confessions of an IT Employee. So apart from books, I also write articles related to travel, lifestyle, and creativity, which have been published on various blogs such as shethepeople.tv and The Post India. And I'm happy to share with you all that I have received an award for my very first book, that is The Murder of Jay Shekhar, as one of the top 100 debut authors of India.
Wow, that might be a very, very interesting thing in your life. I think you might have been very excited about it.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. It was unexpected, so.
Oh wow! Unexpecteds are always much happier than expected ones.
Yes.
Okay, Shalini. So Shalini, when I was thinking of interviewing you, I already got so many DMs on my Instagram PKP Voice Show page that how does people are very excited actually to know how is the life of an author, of a writer. Before asking any of these questions, it is one of my favorite questions. What is your favorite food? I am very foodie and I like to ask everyone.
So I love food. Yeah. I think I would go on listing for the entire day. But I like desserts. I like Indian food. I like pizza. I like.
But what do you like the most?
What do I like the most? I would go with pizza. Yeah.
Oh wow! I mean, I have interviewed 3 people, and 2 of them have said pizza. Wow! What a coincidence!
Yeah. I think that's the thing we're missing the most, right? During lockdown. So
that could be one of the reasons. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Shalini, I'll take you through very interesting ones which I got, and I also want to personally know that
Sure. Yeah.
Whenever there's a very interesting question which I received from my Instagram page, and it is whenever you write your book, what does that one thing you always wanted that a writer should have? So there's one thing a writer should have. So what do you think that one thing is?
Okay, I think this might sound a little different, but something that a writer should have. Okay, there are actually 2 things. One is integrity, and another is interest. So you have to be interested in the story that you're writing. You really have to enjoy it. You have to live it. Live it in the sense, at least fictionally, you have to, put yourself in your character's shoes and live the story. And integrity, because you have to stay true to your characters. Whatever your story is trying to tell you, you have to listen to that and go with that. So and anything that you may feel uncomfortable writing about some things or saying some things, right? Yeah. So there could be some related to some honest truths in your life. So you have to be more honest on your page, and you just have to let go of your inhibitions and stay true to that story.
Yeah, so that's really connective to what generally people do in life. It's not just about book writing, it's about everything which you do. You really have to be interested towards whatever you do. That's the one funda.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I mean, things are really connected in this universe, actually.
True.
Shalini, when did you really started writing? Because I let my listeners know that you are an engineer already. And by profession, you are now a writer. So when did you start writing?
So yes, I think very early in life. Actually, I was an avid reader as a child, and so I think the dream of writing came to me very early. I was about 10 years old when I wanted to write my first story, and I did write first. I did write a short novel of like 80 pages when I was 10 years old.
Oh, wow. That is interesting. Very interesting.
Thank you.
I mean, we are not even thinking how the life will be. I mean, I don't know what I will do at 10 years old. I mean, when I was 10 years, but wow,
Yeah.
that's might be inspiration for all those who wants to be a writer, author. It is not easy task, dude. You really have to work hard from the childhood, I think. From the right?
Yeah. At least you need to. I mean, it's not about you can have the dream. It's not about you should have the dream only in your childhood. You could, even after you grow up, you could suddenly just feel like it. But yes, you need to put in a lot of work and effort to, make it your profession. So.
Okay, wow. So that comes to a second very interesting DM which I received, and that guy was itself wanted to be a writer. So what he
Wonderful.
said that what he said that when you write a book, there is an introduction page. Okay. Then how do you actually write that page? Because he was very curious, and that make me curious. How do you actually write that page?
Introduction as in your saying
book.
So it's about if you're writing about it's about everything that's connected to that story, the message that you want to convey through that story, the theme of that story and how that story came to you. You could write about a lot of things in your introduction, but when you're starting your story, like if you're starting your first chapter, it's about not just about the plot or the characters, it's about how you're presenting your it's an opening into your world, right, into your fictional world. So it depends on your how are you looking at that story, and what do you think at that point of time is necessary to reveal to your readers. So it's also about holding back and not revealing everything in the first
it's interesting. Holding back and not revealing everything. I mean, that keeps the reader very connected till the last of the story and understand what will come next.
Yes.
And that is what your first book, the book which is right now, currently available, which is When I Find You. That's a thriller-related story, I think.
Yeah. Yes. When I Find You and The Murder of Jai Shekhar, both are suspense thrillers.
So that's what your secret is, to keep it, hold it back and put it in the last.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's interesting. So, okay, that is, and then here is the next thing which is coming here on my page. Is writing your full-time career now? Or would you like to be
yes.
Okay, it's a full-time career.
It is my full-time career now, yes.
So, on an average, how much time do you spend on your writing daily?
So it really depends on where I am in the story. Typically about 3 to 4 hours at least every day. Writing my stories or at least my journal. Sorry?
If it is like you're really starting with the book, then you give this time, or it's like in the between also you have the same pace of time giving on?
The pacing increases when I'm in the middle of the story, because it just starts flowing more.
और फिर बहुत सारे आइडियाज भी आने लगते होंगे, तो फिर बहुत सारी चीजें लिखनी है, ऐसा भी लगता होगा, आई थिंक.
बिल्कुल.
Whenever I write content, I write for my page, I write for my show. So that also comes in my mind. In starting, there's a lot, थोड़ी चीजें आती हैं, लेकिन middle of the time में you want to write everything.
Correct.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
So, and also in the middle of our show only, we would, and I love to have this on my show already, that what are the platforms where our readers, any reader can interact with. What are those? And please do share it right now so that everybody knows about it.
Sure. So I love interacting with my readers, and I do receive a lot of messages on my social media, and I would love to speak with all your listeners as well. They can connect with me on Instagram. My handle is Shalini P. Savkar. That is SHALINIPSAWKAR. And they can also reach out to me on Facebook by the same.
Surely, listeners, don't worry. I'll mention that link in my content, so you guys can tap on it and obviously go ahead. Okay, so Shalini, here is a very deep question. A deep question which is just directly from my side.
Sure. Would love to hear.
Much from people कि जब हम book लिखते हैं, so you have to have that deep thinking, that emotions into it. Is it like real that you really have to be a deep thinker to write a book, or you can be a just jolly bolly personality and you can write? How is it? Like, I'm very curious to know this.
Right. That is a very interesting question, actually. And I've never been asked this, anywhere on any interviews. Yeah. So no, I mean, each of us is, each one of us are different people. So you don't have to be a certain personality to write a book. You just have to enjoy being yourself. You just have to enjoy whether your personality is deep and intellectual and somebody who thinks a lot, then that's going to come out in your book in a different way. And if you're somebody who's jolly and who likes to have the fun side of life, the genre of your book is going to be different, or the shades that you see in your book are going to be different. But definitely both personalities can write very interesting stories. Yeah.
That solved my question, because I was very curious. A lot of time people say that whoever is a writer or an author, they are really a deep thinker sort of personality. They just think a lot, they are serious, and all this perception which people have. So that's what was my question all about. So that helped me.
Yeah. Not really. The more you enjoy your life, I think when you sit down to write, you're gonna enjoy your work that much more. So
yeah, sure. I think that people can relate to it, that how much you enjoy, because it is clearly saying by your voice, by your the experience you're sharing with us. I'm great interviewing.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, let me take you to a very practical question. How it is a very common question that people who like reading is, yes, they are okay. But people who really want to understand, they have a direct question: why do I read this? Or the second question: how do I make that practice of reading book? It is a similar question, but people are putting it in a different manner. So I want your say to it, so that people are really create interest, because it is a good thing. Everybody knows that, right? Reading a book is a good thing, but they really don't know how to do it, like a meditation, like yoga, like exercise, like all those things.
Correct. So to answer your first question, why do I read a story?
Yes.
Why do I read books? Simple, for entertainment.
Right.
For joy, for you're gonna enjoy you people who have not read books, let me tell you, when you find the right book that interests you, you're not gonna stop reading. You're just gonna, if you haven't so try a book, try anything that just look at the summary of a book, the back summary, the back blurb, and whatever interests you, just go for it and try reading it. You're gonna be pleasantly surprised, because
and if you haven't reading, then
exactly, yeah. So it's just as enjoyable as your TV shows or your movies, or any other activity. So you read books for entertainment, for to entertain yourself. And though to answer your second question, how do you read more? Of course, all of us are busy doing various kinds of things in our lives. As children, yes, we had a lot of time to read books. Yeah. So right now, in your how do you read in your busy schedule? Or the good thing is that you want to read, you want to pick up something that interests you. So first of all, pick a book that interests you, so you're not going to stop it in the stop reading it in between, and some book that's going to keep you flipping pages, and you really want to know what's going to happen to the characters, what's happening in the story. So when you have you pick up really good books, you're going to feel that interest, that drive to so you're going to make time to read, even in your busy schedule. And just make sure you have at least half an hour to 45 minutes in between coffee breaks. As soon as you wake up in the morning, just 10 minutes of reading, and then you just read. You just go on thinking about the character for the rest of the day. Okay, what is
just 10 minutes. I mean, people say that you should read book entire night. Is it just 10
no. You're gonna end up reading the book entire night because you can't stop reading it. That's the reason.
That is why it makes people boring. I mean, you don't have to do it as a task, I think, right?
Yeah, not at all. In fact, nobody plans to read it overnight. It just happens because you enjoy the story so much, and then you're towards the end, you want to know what's happening, so you end up reading like that.
But the character
correct. Yeah.
Oh wow! I mean, that's interesting. I think that will lead me to read a book today now. I've been reading spiritual books these days, and within this lockdown, I have found a lot of positive vibes in me. So I've been analyzing those energy to understand my own self, not anyone else. Just to understand myself, what is going on in my head, all those things. And that is very interesting. Very interesting.
That is wonderful. And I think every story you just so there's this saying that every story that you read, you're only going to see yourself in that. You're going to put yourself in those shoes, and whatever is happening in your life, you can relate to those parts of the story.
Now my listeners will obviously want to ask, what is that character which you love the most now from your book?
What is
one character of your book which you love the most, like you live the most, love the most?
The character that I enjoyed writing the most, that I love the most, would be one is Nishant and one is Bhumaja. So these are my characters from the book called Confessions of an IT Employee. And the reason I like them is because they're very different from me. So it was really interesting to know a character with a different personality. Nishant is in search of his passion. He's in search of his he doesn't know what it is that he enjoys in life, right? So he has a normal IT job and he's going about his life the normal way, but he feels that there's something missing in his life, and he wants to discover what it is, what is what is his passion, what is his drive. And Bhumaja is a character who is, and Nishant is, on the surface, he's very happy-go-lucky, very joyful person. He doesn't, think too deeply about anything. But as you start, discovering him, you realize there are more layers to him, and that's what I enjoyed writing. And Bhumaja is a village girl who's come to live in an urban city all alone by herself for the very first time. And so the experiences that she goes through, how does she mingle in a crowd where she feels everybody is very different from her, and yet she wants to just be loved and accepted by people around her. So so how does she achieve that? That is something I enjoyed writing about.
That is making me interested in those characters. I think the book name is interesting, and let me tell you.
Thank you.
I think people will relate to it very. It is a world of IT. Right now, every industry is towards somewhere or the other on internet, which directly connects them to internet, technology, and all those things. So Confessions of an IT Employee will be something which I love to do, and I think I'm gonna put the link here so that everybody gets the hits and they're gonna love it. And these
Thank you.
characters,
Thank
we
you.
will
Yeah.
surely, I am surely going to go through these characters to understand how she managed and how Nishant manages his life and then the layers of his life. I mean, wow. As of now,
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
sitting
you.
here and
Yeah.
I'm interested. I'm really thinking कि कैसा होगा, क्या क्या सोचा होगा. That is the good part of reading. Oh wow.
And I would love to know, when you read and when the listeners read, I would love to know all your thoughts on it.
All right, we're surely gonna share it with you on your hands.
Yeah.
So, thank you. So I also have a very straight question, which is like people generally ask, what is the journey of writer to author? Like someone is a writer and then it becomes an author. So what is the difference?
I don't think there's any different. The moment you start writing, the moment you start, the moment you have that seed of becoming, that seed of the dream of becoming a writer, and you put your pen to paper, you become a writer automatically. It doesn't really depend on, becoming an author is just about finishing a book, finishing your product and, getting your story out. That it's a journey.
Also, I read a lot of when I was going through your profile, I was reading about book vocabulary. There's something called book vocabulary also.
Yes. So when you're reading a book, you're definitely gonna find so many different words.
Right.
Yeah. So then, so one of my reviewers actually did that for me. She was very sweet enough to compile all the list of words that she found to be interesting, or the words she hadn't come across, and she made a glossary for everybody to see.
Wow. I mean, that's making life easy to understand what is that word mean, because a lot of times you actually have to search those words so that it's easy to understand those characters and everything. And it's okay that because we are not writers. The writer is writer and he or she is writing. You just have to search the words and enjoy the reading. If you just jumble those words, probably it's not going to help, right?
Correct. Yeah. So it's not something embarrassing. I always love discovering new words in books when I read, and I always go back and find the meaning, because I want to know exactly what it means. And that's just gonna click, right? Yeah.
All right. Because I just went through your profile and I was like, okay, I write content. For me, it is content. When I write, I also think of writing something which relates to my own audience, all the listeners who are actually going to relate to their life. I cannot write something which they do not actually know, they do not really relate. So all those words are very important.
Correct.
Right. It's very nice talking to you. I mean, so many information and so many things. I think people who also want to write, start their writing, because in this lockdown period, everybody's having their own creativity on hand now.
Like absolutely. I think all our creative sides are coming out, right?
Yes. I mean, I also didn't know that I'm gonna come up with this and I'll start doing all those stuff. I'm a market director. I was also a hotelier earlier, but then I became a marketer. So there's a different shades of me which I am also learning in this lockdown. So there is a lot of positive side of lockdown also, if people see
Absolutely, yeah. That's so true.
What have been your positive side of this lockdown period? What do you think? What you think?
I think when the lockdown started, I honestly thought that after a couple of days I'm going to be really bored, or it's going to be difficult. But it's been a breeze. Actually, it's been really great, because I've been working right from day one. There's been I've just been working on multiple projects and writing, reading, painting, doing a lot of things.
All right. Is it like some new book gonna come up for our listeners?
Right now, it's actually too early to say, but yes, I'm working on a couple of
I
thriller
was thinking
series.
also we can understand there is some gonna reveal.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. Yeah. That's okay to have, like you said, it's okay to holding back.
Absolutely, yeah.
We
Creating the
like to
suspense,
express
right?
every time. It's okay to holding back is also wow. That's something I'm learning today. Yeah, that's interesting.
Thank
And
you.
that's why I really been I've put this show name as the Creative Pen. I'll be revealing the entire also. So the creative pen of the name is just to people should understand that everybody has their own persona. You cannot just copy everything. You should be really interested towards what you do, and that is how things are related, right?
Absolutely, yes, yes, that's true. Just stay true to yourself, to your desires, to your voice, and yeah,
Wow, that's
you're
nice. That's
gonna figure yourself out. Yeah.
so Shalini, here is I think 2-3 more questions I have, and the one which is very interesting I just found out. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
they're saying,
please tell me.
are there any secrets from the book, like which you think you haven't been, you haven't actually talked about? कुछ ऐसा है जो बहुत secret है जो आपने कभी किसी से बात नहीं किया हो या फिर anything like that? Yeah, you might have deleted that option. ऐसा कुछ था book में?
So part of the story is, of course, it is based on a couple of true incidents, not entirely true. But yes, that only the people related will be able to figure out, where they can understand, where is the truth in that part. But yeah, but everybody's gonna enjoy reading it. I think that's the part that they're gonna feel is relatable more than the other parts, because they're gonna relate to it. They would have definitely gone through episodes like that in their life. And
it's gonna be really relatable, and they'll put their shoes, their feet in their shoes, and then understand.
Absolutely, yeah.
That is
So
very
I could read out
interesting.
a couple of.
Yeah, go ahead.
I could read out a couple of quotes from the book if you like.
Yeah.
Because that's something that I've not said in the summary, or not that's not been revealed. So I thought, let me just read out a line from the book that would just make it more. Yeah. So it's so the first one is, in becoming an adult, I had meticulously lined my footsteps with those of everyone around me and steered as far away from my dream as I possibly could. But was my dream ready to let go of me? And there's one more. The evidence in front of our eyes might provoke our minds to change our relationship with someone, but our hearts take longer to process. And one last quote is, in the end, it's not about success or failure. It's about doing something that brings you joy.
Wow, that's very, very relatable, and I think that is making me emotional now. The success is not everything, and everybody should have that one best side of theirs and understand their own turn of life. Wow, that is very interesting. Thank you for really sharing especially the quote in the last. It is very relatable, right? And I
thank you.
In my caption, so people can go into the link of the book, especially the Confessions of an IT Lawyer. So it, and I think for me it is really nice. What do you think about?
It's been,
and how is it?
Yeah. It's been wonderful speaking with you. You had such insightful questions, and I came to know so many things about myself, and I learned so much from you. So thank you.
You to be on.
And it was really.
Thank you. Thanks, Shalini.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
From our listeners.
Yeah, yeah.